Okay, this will be the fourth one of the series that I'm doing, and I'm just going to do a hopefully really quick one. This is one of my favorite websites to use. It's so stinking easy and it's really fun. So this is called WikiTree, and just like part three was familysearch.org, it's a collaborative tree. Other people you build on one big tree and you collaborate with it because it's your cousins you're collaborating with. It's the same here with this tree. This is uh, really where the like serious genealogists collaborate and work together and make a tree. This is their opening page, and you can see how you're related to people. Like, if you want to, oh, Madeline Albright. Yeah, so let me see if I'm signed in. Yeah, I'm signed in. So this particular tree you join for free. It's absolutely free. You sign up and you get assigned a number. I'm Goodwin 6818. And then dad is 6813. Everybody gets assigned one number. Just like in Family Search, everybody had kind of a 6-digit letter number combination. This is your last name and then dash with a number attached to it. And so Madeline Albright, let's see who she is. Here she is, and she passed away. Oh, she was born in 37, like mom and dad. Oh, look at her last name. Kerbilova. She's number one. That is interesting. So you can see how you're related to, or how I can see how I'm related to her because I'm registered. This is one piece of advice that I would give. If you're thinking about doing this, but you really don't want a lot of stuff in your mailbox, make up a fake email or an email that you just use for genealogy and use it to register into WikiTree and use it for family search. And then if you wanted to be a part of Find the Grave kind of thing and leave flowers on people's graveside pages or whatever, you could do that. But that is one thing that I've done in the past. So if I want to see how I'm related to her, I just go up here, relationship to me, and it'll take me to a page, and it says that we don't have a relationship, blood relationship, but we might have one through marriage. So I'm going to say connection finder, find a connection, and we're not related to her. It is through this little tool that they have that I do discover how to build out my family tree. What do I mean? I'll just show you. So I am Goodwin 618, and I have a home page. So this is all about me and my access to the information that I have put in here. So here I am, and this is this is some of the stuff I've done, but actually I've got another page. I've got a profile page. Here we go. If you go to my profile page, oh, I just put this flower in. It was in my front yard last year. So in order to participate at different levels in this WikiTree, they'll send you through your page here or through email, they'll send you links to take some quizzes and to do some self-teaching on what is considered a source and not a source. I do have my profile locked down. This is what the public sees on me, which isn't much. And return to the private view. On my private view, you can have access to my tree and stuff. So you don't have to have my access to the tree. You can have your own access to the same tree. I do have our DNA in here. My DNA is here. This is Rachel. Dad's DNA is in here, but when he passed away and I put him in here as passed away, his DNA kind of fell off the bandwagon some way. Here are some pictures. I'm just kind of monkeying around, but anyway, this is my personal page with a little bit of biographical information. You have different, let's see, privacy. There are different levels of privacy, and I went ahead and locked mine down just because of our situation in the White House and everything. Generally, I keep mine here on this orange and maybe even here. but I just recently decided to kind of lock it up a little bit more. But I do have a family tree in here who is not locked up. Let's see how dad looks. So this is dad's page. And so it kind of starts opening up here and I can hit, so it's hit who he is. I put him in here. His birth date, he's the son of Charles Goodwin and Eunice Goodwin. I have the DNA pieces, and so we're good that way. And I only have Ronald listed here, and I've got mother and myself, Jeff, and Susie. I have Susie because her husband, Cliff, who shows unknown here on dad's page, but I on my page, on my part of the tree, I can see him because I work on his family tree. He's got a butler name and there's a lot of crossing over between the Butlers and the Foxes and the which is mother's main name, and the Butlers and the Goodwins. And so he told me I could work on his stuff too, and I work on his stuff in Ancestry. But for me, we type up what this is a kind of a different deal. You type up information, you do it here in the edit button. You put in all the information, and that we, like I said, we have the DNA. It's confirmed with DNA that we're related, plus he's my father. And you have to put in your sources. And then once you do that, you get you look at the preview to see how it all looks to the people out on the pages, and you decide if you're going to keep it or not. I haven't made any changes, so I'm just going to go back. But that's how this looks. And then images, you pop in images and family tree and tools. Here's his actual family tree. Any changes that have been made, like I've been working on it. And it says, you did this, you did this, you did all these things. David asked and answered a question. Oh, I asked a question about what to do with his page when he passed away. And privacy, I've got him on this level of privacy and private view. This is the private view. This is what the public sees. This is what he sees because I control his page now. So let's go back up here to family tree. And this is really one of my favorite websites. So here's that John Stacy Goodwin, John A. Goodwin, Taylor Goodwin. When it has the little arrows, you can click and it goes on. And so it goes to Taylor, to William. This is Mark Goodwin. This is a satire drawing of loyalists during the American Revolution. I put that in. And then Theophilus Goodwin. Let's do this, pop this. That's Theophilus. He jumps to the first position. And then his parentage, and Peter Goodwin, up to Peter Goodwin that has the coat of arms, Robert Goodwin, Henry Goodwin, John Goodwin, William Goodwin. It goes up even further to William Goodwin, 1470 to 1560. And then to go back, you just do all this. You click the people. This is Lady Catherine Dare, I believe. Henry Goodwin's our person. Robert Goodwin's our person. Peter Goodwin, I believe, is our person. Yep. So here's Peter Goodwin, and then here is, these are some of the documents I've put in, and I just recently put in the coat of arms because I finally figured that out how I understand it. You can see that this Peter Goodwin from 1590 to about 1661, his number is 751. And so I can say, what is his relationship to me here? I go up to his number and I do this little drop down and I go, I'm on his profile page, but I want to see the relationship to me. And it shows I am his 10th granddaughter, and it gives the lineage all the way down, which is kind of cool. But that's not the fun part of this WikiTree. So see, you can see I'm working under mine. And so I'm going to go back to my profile page. So it might be, I know that we are related to lots of people, colonial people, and I don't know, a lot of people in England and stuff. So I want to see, if I want to see how I'm related to George Washington, who is our president, our first president. And I'm sure there's a ton of George Washingtons. There's 154 George Washingtons in here. Well, I want the one that is the American president. Is this one him? In order to kind of clear it out, I'm going to put, he was born, I believe, in Virginia. So we just do that. So now we've got down to 32 matches. I know his father's name. Oh, here. That's a woman. It's pink. It's a woman. His father is Augustine Washington. I can search by his name. But what I do, oh, maybe this is him. He's going to be a person. Look at all the George Washingtons that were in Virginia. So what I do is I open up another window and I just do a quick search. George Washington, first president, to hopefully make it fast. Okay, here he is. He's in the Wikipedia, of course. And this is his office dates, but that's why I put in. So I'm going to go to Wikipedia. His birth date is 1789. So I pop back over here and I scroll down to the bottom. I find if I put too many things down here, I don't get very good hits. So 1789 is our George Washington that we're looking for. Is this right? Nope, that's not it. 1789. Oh, that's when he was president. When was he born? Born 1732. My goof, 1732. Here he is. Here's George Washington. So this page is monitored. You have to have credentials to like put stuff in on this page because he's the first president of the United States. So it gives his biography, very famous paintings of him. This website is very careful about copyrighted material and lots of information. Just, people contribute to it. They give lots of resources. This is interesting, this timeline. This is very interesting to me. First inaugural address. Well, so on down it goes. Lots of stuff. Lots and lots and lots of stuff. Okay, so this is his page. Well, the fun is, well, first of all, is like, what does his family tree look like? Well, because there are so many genealogists that work on George Washington, his family tree is pretty well. Here's his dad, Augustine Washington. It's built out quite a bit. Robert Washington, Lawrence, this is back to 1464, John Washington, all this, I'm sure these guys, see when you hover, you get the drop down, all of it from England, of course. So anyway, we're still on the George Washington is listed as the 114th Washington in this WikiTree. I'm going to go down and say my relationship to him, and then I get it built out. Oh, that was not George Washington. That was his cousin. I'm tired. I've been kind of doing this all day. Let me go down back to George Washington. Go back to our guy. He's number 11 in this tree. And so it's one big world tree, and he is Washington number 11. It makes you wonder who Washington number 1 is. We can look it up. Anyway, his relationship to me is we are first cousins 9 times removed. We are descendants of Joseph Ball. Joseph Ball is the grandfather of George, and he is the 9th great grandfather to me. And that's through my mother's side of the family. However, right here, this little dude, you drop it down, there are 215 ways that I have common ancestors with George Washington. Joseph Ball is the quickest and the fastest way. All of these, because I know that dad is related, but I think if I do William Ball, it's going to be the same. Oh no, William Ball, this shows dad's side of the family, how they're related to George Washington. So both my mother's side and my dad's side are related to George Washington. So it's very interesting. So if you find somebody in this wiki tree, like let's say you find a Goodwin, or if I find a Fox or a Tolles and I wonder, are they related to me? I can put in like Tollison 12, or let me just put in Fox because mother's maiden name was Fox. I can say Fox, let's just say dash 45. I have no idea if there's even a dash of a Fox 45. And that's Reuben Fox. Reuben Fox and I right now are not showing any kind of relationship, and I can keep going back and trying to find a relationship, but we don't have a blood relationship. But this is a very helpful part of the tree. Elvis Presley's in this wiki tree, Johnny Cash, Billy Graham, all of them. Like we could see if we're related to Billy Graham. So he'd be William Graham. You kind of have to know their legal names. I'm not going to spend the time to do that right now, but this is what's interesting is the Magna Carta page, relationships to Magna Carta, and then Mayflower passengers and the presidents, what my connections are. And so I can click these. Actually, I'm going to right click them and right click Mayflower and right click US presidents and right click featured connections. And that's what's fun about all this is I have ancestors and cousins. This is with which one was this? The Mayflower. No, this is the Magna Carta. We are related. I am related to people that signed the Magna Carta by 24 and 25 generations. What do I mean? Okay, so this guy, I'm the 22nd granddaughter of through dad of this William Mallet who signed the Magna Carta. It shows how we're related down. What this does for someone that does genealogy is it really helps you build out your tree. This particular website, man, we've got lots and lots and lots of relatives in here, and it makes it fun. So it makes it fun to me. But so this is the Mayflower passenger list, and these are the generations and the people that I am related to. You can see there's a Tully here, Samson, different ones. There's a connection to these, like like they married the aunt of the brother and stuff like that. And I'll click on one of those, but these are direct generations that I'm related to. This one happens to be through dad's side of the family. This Throckmorton is a big name back in colonial America. And let's see, through, and then it has all the different drop downs that I can find how I'm related to this Eleanor Throckmorton. But anyway, Agnes, who was on the Mayflower, Agnes Cooper Tilley, she was on the Mayflower, and myself, we are fifth cousins 12 times removed. I mean, this really helps you with your genealogy. So I find that, and then here's like, if we were to do it again, we'd still get that little chart up above. So that's that one. I'm up, let's see, here are I was going to show you my connections. So what do these degrees mean? I'll show you. I'll click on degrees. And this shows how I'm related to this Frances Billington by Susan Goodwin's my sister, Cliff Butler's her husband, John Butler. So it's really the Butlers that have more of a direct relationship. I'm a sideways relative to this Frances Billington, but that's what makes it fun when you build out your tree. You have more information. So here are the presidents. These are the presidents that I am related to according to how my family tree is built out in here. Oh, Bill Clinton, there you go. And so so they have this whole presidential group that monitors of all that. So here we are with Richard Milhouse Nixon. And let's see, are we related to Trump? I don't think so, but oh, here we are. We're 20 degrees from Donald Trump. Well, let's just take a little look at that. This will make Sophie and Jonah happy. So, oh, it's through Robert's side of the family. Robert's dad, Robert's grandmother, the Bankheads. Wow, look at all that. So anyway, it's kind of sidewinding up to Donald Trump. That's what makes this website so much fun. I think it makes it fun. And then featured connections. Oh, these are like famous people like Lucille Ball. She and I are related because she's in my ancestors and cousins. And then these are the people I have connections with. Uh, oh, Justin Timberlake. Let's see that one. So, oh, through mother's side of the family. So to me, this is just like a hot boatload of fun to do this kind of stuff. And like I said, it kind of really helps you build out your tree. I can't believe that we're related to him. That is so cool. Let's see who else. Oh, Brett Favre. Oh, Robert may be jealous of this one. Let's see. Oh, through dad's side of the family, we have all these shirt tail relatives that get us up to Brett Favre. So it goes up the tree and down the tree. Like I said, genealogy, I've said this before, genealogy is like a big puzzle. And, you just kind of have to ask questions and ask the right things. This is a very, very easy website. It's fun. I think it's fun. Oh, Julia Louise Dreyfus. I'm just gonna have to do all these with Robert sometime. Terry Bradshaw. I don't know. I get mad at him. Anyway, Mary Tyler Moore. We're related to her through dad's side of the family. Take a look. So very interesting. Like we can put in Elvis Presley. There's only one Elvis Presley, hopefully. He was probably born Elvis Aaron Presley. There he is. So we bring up his page. Oh, blue suede shoes is his little thing. He's a notable person. Like I cannot go in here and type up anything like, oh, he was so great or anything like that. Nope. And it's all of his biography, everything he did, like just some information. Oh, he's a Mayflower descendant like I am. So I know I have to be related to him. And here are a couple of people that have DNA that have been related, their DNA is connected to his page, so they are related to him some way. And I can test my DNA against their DNA to see if I have a blood relationship or a DNA relationship with Elvis Presley. But here I can go up to he's Presley 155, and I say relationship to me, and there you go. Related to him on dad's side of the family. We're both descendants of Joan Town Hawkins. So we're 12th cousins once removed. So she is she was Elvis's 11th grandmother. And so she was my 12th grandmother. So she was dad's 11th grandmother because Elvis is more of dad's age. Anyway, that's how this website works. It's not, once you start a tree with this or get yourself hooked up to the tree, you just got to tie yourself into the tree and then the tree takes off. I mean, it takes off on its own because everybody else has done all this work, and that's kind of fun. And here, this is Martha J. I have on Granny's, she had a social security application and she listed her mother's maiden name as Rankins, Rankins. And I can't find anything. I just put that name there in case cousins come up like through the DNA hits and say, my name is Rankins, and we had this missing aunt or whatever. So I have it there until I know better. But anyway, that's who her tree stops basically, because we don't know who her family is, her biological family. And for me, this one's more about the DNA. This is a Civil War person on my mother's side of the family. I think it's a very interesting photograph. But the tree, like I said, it just all builds itself. It's so very interesting. So I hope you like this one. So this particular tree, this WikiTree is free. So let me go over here. Family search is free. Find a grave is free. WikiTree is free. WikiTree. Oh, that was there. I just didn't recognize the orange tree. So these two free. You just register with an email and you have at it. And this is free. The only one that really costs is Ancestry. And my videos that I make and I post for you guys are free because I just put them up on my YouTube channel. And I'm happy I make them public. I try to keep off a lot of the personal information, and I'll go back and look and see if there's personal information and I'll block it off. But anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and let me know if you want more videos and if you want something in particular, like if you want me to go down this particular family tree. Ta-ta for now.